Guys, this is so good. Garlic shrimp fettuccine Alfredo. So with that, you're going to need a saute pan. That's a 6-quart. A skillet, a 3-quart saucepan for the pasta. You're going to need a bowl. And let's get cooking. So what you want to do is start heating up your skillet. At the same time, you can make the pasta any way you want. Some people like boiling it ahead, waiting for the water to boil. I don't like doing it that way. I throw the pasta in first, a little bit of salt, sometimes some olive oil. Gonna need more than that. So I'm putting in about almost a whole box of fettuccine. And I'm gonna add just a little bit more water. It's all right if you don't get everything right away. And what I like to do is stir up the pasta so it doesn't start sticking together. In the meantime, I got my skillet heating up. Yeah, a little bit warmer. So while that's heating up, you're gonna need a mixing bowl again, small confine. So about a pound of shrimp, and to that, we're gonna add roughly a tablespoon of Old Bay. We're gonna add fresh basil, a little bit of fresh thyme, and then what we're just gonna do is just sort of mix that up, get that shrimp coated. Mixing it around. All right, so that's going. We're going to add now, for the shrimp, you need a 1/4 cup of butter, which is 1 stick. A little too hot of the pan, that's okay. Add a little bit of olive oil. That's all right. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to add the shrimp. Don't worry that the butter's not all melted. And we're going to do about 2 minutes on each side. I'm going to add some fresh garlic. Now, some people will add the garlic in first, but I really want the garlic flavor to stand out. And if you toast the garlic, it tends to mellow it out a little bit. So we're going to have a little bit more of a raw garlic flavor with the shrimp. The shrimp is already peeled and deveined. So we got that hot blast of garlic, and now you can see the garlic starting to toast. And that'll slowly cook down. But now you've got that intense garlic taste on the shrimp. So again, 2 minutes, maybe 3 on each side. All those flavors will infuse into the shrimp. So now we're just going to flip them over, down the heat a little bit. Oh, it smells so good already. So now you can see the garlic cooking down even more. You give that about 2 minutes. Lower the heat just a little bit. That is looking so good. Just a little bit more time. Look at that. All right, that's looking good. So now we're going to trade our skillet, put that off onto a cool side, and let that just sit. We don't need the lid right now for the saute pan. But with the saute pan, we're going to use not quite a quarter cup of butter. A little bit less. The reason for that is I've got 2 cheeses going into it. So now we have the garlic and the herbs on the shrimp. And we're going to make a very close to traditional Alfredo sauce. So that's coming up to temp. I'm going to stir it around so it doesn't burn. Turn down the heat. All right, to this, we are going to add 1 cup of heavy cream. Now this recipe is a shout out going out to Amanda. So we're going to cook this for about 5 minutes. We want the cream to come up to a almost hot temperature, but we don't want it to start boiling. Stir the pasta around a little bit. It's coming along nicely. So like I said, this one you really got to watch the temperature. You don't want it. So you can see it steaming. It's getting hot. All right, so now I'm going to turn the heat off. I'm going to add about a cup and a half, cup and 3/4 of freshly grated Parmesan cheese. Don't buy the store-bought stuff because it has a coating on it so that the cheese doesn't stick to itself. And if you add that to the sauce, it's just, this particular sauce is just not going to go well. And then to this, we're going to add a couple of dollops. I don't even know what a dollop is. Do you guys know what a dollop is? I don't know. Of ricotta cheese. So the heat of the cream is melting the freshly grated Parmesan. Just want to whisk this. All right, now to this, we're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of ground pepper. Half a teaspoon of salt. Quarter teaspoon of white pepper. And a pinch of sugar. about a pinch of nutmeg. So now we're going to turn the heat back on. Turn the water down on the pasta. Again, cook the pasta however you want. Some say al dente, which means a little bit of a chew to it. I personally don't like the pasta getting stuck in my teeth, so I cook it a little bit past al dente, or I cook it right up to al dente like now, and I'm going to leave it set in the hot water. So we're going to cook this for about 5 minutes. That's going to sit for 5 minutes, and that's going to be the perfect consistency for me, for my pasta. Try and get that a little bit more. So you want to keep whisking so that way there aren't any hot spots on the cream. You don't want the cream to boil. I hope everyone's having a great day. I had a very productive day out on the homestead. It was supposed to rain all day yesterday and today, but they turned out to be beautiful days. So you always have to take advantage of the nice weather and do outside stuff when you can, because up here in the Northwoods we might get 7 days of rain. Everything's growing. You're now behind on cutting things and keeping things in check or whatever. So I saved all the indoor stuff for tonight and a rainy day. We're coming up on 4 minutes here. Turn down the heat a little bit more. All right, now to this, I'm going to add the shrimp. This looks so good. I cannot wait to eat. All right. I don't want too much of this sauce in there because it'll water it down. Oops. And then, so just kind of coat the shrimp. You can put more shrimp in if you want. Again, it's all up to you on how you want to do it, but for me, it's just having a taste of it. All right, now this pasta, just want to let the water run off and add it to the saute pan. You don't want to really drain it. Oops. And if you want more cheese, you can add more cheese. All right, good enough. So now what we want to do is we want to just coat the fettuccine with the sauce. Look at that. I'm going to get a plate. I'm going to plate some of this up. Put the cover on this. Take some fresh Italian parsley as a garnish. Look at that. Let's go eat. All right, after a hard day outside working on the homestead, there we are. There's the camera. I always get confused doing this thing. Look at this. Fantastic. Garlic shrimp, fettuccine Alfredo. You're going to love this recipe. Please like, subscribe, follow, hit the notification button. It will help me out. I appreciate it. And again, for Amanda, hope you enjoy this particular recipe. As always, thanks for watching. Bring your best. You don't have to be perfect at cooking and stuff. You make mistakes. It's no big deal. And have the best day of your life because you're worth it. Guys, this is so good. Enjoy. Whoa. Enjoy. Amazing. You're going to love my recipe. So, the garlic shrimp sauce that's left over, what's it good for? Bread. Let's take some bread, dip it in there. Phenomenal. You guys have the best day of your life.